Hello everybody, and this video I'll talk about how to use Renderman inside 3D Code to render this image. I have other videos where I talk about the design of this whole thing, how I sculpted it inside 3D Code, and how I also textured it inside 3D Code. Please just refer to my channel for them. Right here I'm inside the 3D Code, and I also, for the environment, I've just added a couple of 3D scans, which you can see here, and they come from my photo pack in Photograph, so I'll put the link in the description. I've got a few of those kind of basic scans. There's samples of the terrain, and they were pretty handy to use in this particular rendering. So first of all, what you need to do to get Renderman inside 3D Code, you need to install Renderman, and you need to go to Pixar's website, renderman.pixar.com, and you just need to go and click try and buy and go through all the hoops and just go for try for free. You have to go through all that registration process they ask you to do, which is a little bit lengthy actually. You have to spend like 10 minutes doing that, and then you will install it, and then 3D Code after a restart will automatically know already that you have Renderman installed. So I'll just jump into render tab. So when it starts to render automatically, so I'll just turn off real-time render. And you can see that I've already got Renderman there, so it's like you can jump in between. So it creates this window. And I do also have, I had some DOF here, and you can manipulate this plane, the DOF plane. Okay, this DOF plane will essentially create some blur on the image like I have here, right? But it's actually not that easy to manipulate. You kind of have to second guess the distance because it's not 100% understandable. So I was second guessing it by moving it closer and further down. So yeah, you have to play around with this value, like put it at 40 or put it at, and also the DOF degree means the amount of blurriness you get. I think I had it at like 0.3. And yeah, the DOF position was minus 90, but it took me like 5 test renders to put the DOF position in place, because actually the DOF that you get from the 3D Code render inside here is different from the one you get in the Renderman, and it's kind of good to know. All the renders I did from render preview, and I'm really not that big into all the settings and all that. So when I press that button, it starts to export the whole scene inside the Renderman, and you'll get a icon at the taskbar at the bottom, which you later need to open. And it starts to render right here. It's pretty slow if you compare it to Octane or Keyshot, much slower, but it gives you quite a nice result. And because it's really a quick setup, and I'm not really going deep into that because I actually don't know much about the whole thing, how to render it properly with all the lights and such. There's not much information out there, so you have to kind of blind guess it logically to go around it. And also, I just did a presentation render, and the thing is that I got a high poly with textures on, which I can bake down to a low poly, but unless I bake it down, I cannot export this object with all the textures on outside to any other application. So I have to bake it all inside, I have to render it all inside 3D Code if I want to save my time on exporting and baking. So that's why you kind of have to use Renderman, because at the end of the day, you still save your time and hassle. You save a lot of hassle on that. So you can see how it starts to appear. It's gonna run these passes one by one. And it's gonna take probably like 5 minutes to get a nice render, and so it goes. So you already can see the DOF. So this is what I usually run a test. I would see that the DOF is about there, so it's okay. It's blurred in the right place, and then essentially I'll go say cancel render, and I will just save this image as it is. Again, there should be a way to save this alpha channel. You just need to play around and jump around. The lighting that I have here actually comes from the panoramas. So I would pick one of those standard panoramas that I have inside 3D Code, which are pretty good. Or you can obviously download a bunch of them or buy them online. Any HDRI image would do it. and then you can use that and rotate it and play around with the environment and see how it renders differently. And that's really the whole gist of it. For me, I think that's more than enough to get a nice presentation render. If you need something else, I'll be glad if you do another tutorial about it, like super advanced Renderman inside 3D Code, because there is really not much information about it on the forums or anywhere else.